So you want to be a space engineer. You think you got what it takes to join the elite class of extraterrestrial explorers, constantly risking your life in the name of science and glory. If so, you're in the right place. But before you can roll with the best of the best, you gotta start with the basics. What is up guys, RySome here, and welcome to the Space Engineers Training Academy. In today's episode, I'll be teaching you the very basics of space engineers and get you started on your adventure. Let's roll. When you first boot up Space Engineers, you'll be greeted with the main menu screen. Now if you don't have a beefy computer, the first thing I recommend doing is clicking the Options button, selecting Graphics, and turning down these 5 settings. Then press OK and return to the main menu. Keep in mind you'll be able to adjust these settings later on when we're in game. Now to start your very first world. To create a new world, simply press New World. Space Engineers does come with some tutorial worlds already loaded onto the game, and I highly recommend using these for extra practice. Moving on, press the Custom World button. On the far left side of the screen, there are some pre-made scenarios in which you can start out with. For demonstration purposes, we'll be starting out with the scenario Easy Start 1. Go ahead and give your new world a clever and original name. Below the name, you'll have access to many more options for your world, though for right now, just make sure your game mode is set to creative, set the environmental hostility to safe, and make sure the asteroid amount is set to infinite low density. Then finally press OK. Depending on the strength of your computer, this may take a while. Finally, the loading screen is done and you've been dropped into your very first world. Congratulations, but you're not quite ready to explore the galaxy just yet. Now we have to learn the view and movement keys. Use your mouse or trackpad to move the player's view. To move around, use the W, A, S, and D keys. Hold down the Shift key while running forward to sprint, and press C in order to crouch. To jump, use the spacebar, and pressing the caps lock key toggles walking and running. To toggle the view from first person to third person, press the V key. You can pivot your view around by pressing and holding the Alt key and moving your mouse accordingly. To zoom out, use the scroll wheel. Now it's time to earn yourself some wings. Sort of. Every space engineer comes equipped with a jetpack. To turn the jetpack on and off, press X. Now the controls for the jetpack are the same for running and jumping. However, to go up, use the spacebar or the F key, and to go down, use C. The Q and E keys will rotate your engineer left and right. Go ahead and explore a little. If you look at the bottom right corner of your screen, you'll find the gravity indication window. This window shows us that a gravity field is being generated around this platform. Keep in mind, if you turn off your jetpack, you will fall back to the ground. If you fall off the side of the platform, quickly turn on your jetpack and return to solid ground. Pressing the Z key while in flight will turn off the inertial dampeners. These dampeners prevent you from drifting off into space, so I highly recommend keeping them on. Now that we've learned the ins and outs of flying a jetpack, it's time to hop into a real ship. Located on the far end of the platform, you'll find 3 small ships, labeled Fighter, Miner, and Builder. To enter the ship, look at the cockpit until it highlights yellow, and press the T key to enter the ship. The controls for the ship are exactly the same as the controls for the jetpack, so go out there and take it for a spin. Congratulations, Cadet, you've completed your first training. Don't get too excited, you still got a lot ahead of you. This is only the beginning. Stay tuned, in the next episode we'll be building our very first ship and learning the basics of building and designing in Space Engineers. I hope this tutorial was helpful. If you liked the video, be sure to like the video and even subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.